Hey guys, it's Kenny from Open Air Adventure, and I want to talk about the one cord challenge that Jeff from the Log Father put out there. So, how long does it take you to cut, split, and load into your trailer a one cord of firewood? And I believe Jeff did it in 20 minutes or something like that. You can go back and check that out. Bucking firewood, Dan did it in 20 minutes. Big processor. Heath and Rachel did it in 20 minutes or something like that. What did I say, Dan? Was 15 minutes. So just crazy times, right? Like, these guys are producing firewood. Of course, they're doing it for a living. And Jeff wanted me to jump aboard and do the challenge. And I was more or less saying, my situation's a little different because we got to go get it. It takes a long time to go get it, right? And he was like, no, listen, you want to do it? He fully trusts me with the timing, and my time is going to be so far out there that it's not going to matter one bit if give or take an hour or something like that, because like I say, we're doing it for our personal use, 2 homes, a garage, camping wood, and to help the odd person out here and there with some heat in the winter or something, right? Maybe 25 cord a year. So I wanted to explain that situation before I did the challenge. We got a load on the trailer now that we're going to split. We'll see how long that takes. Using the Tomahawk single wedge. It's slow, it's old, and it's reliable. Something like me and Winston, right? We'll take an age into a factor also, right? I'm 55, Winston's 65. We're both in great shape. We're both used to doing this type of stuff, so that's not an issue. That's not going to slow us down. We won't even go there. Entry-level chainsaws, even though the Pro Series, they're entry-level chainsaws, such as the 545 Husqvarna. Winston likes to still. Winston also has the 545, an older model that he takes out every now and then. So they're entry-level Pro Series saws, which is not an issue either, right? For the size wood we're cutting, it's no issue. So the only problem I can see is timeline, right? The last load we get out that's on the trailer now took us 4 hours. So that was going up, bucking it up. 90% of the trees are already down from the windstorm. So we're taking that first, obviously. So it doesn't take any longer to drop it, or the way it's laying down as a windfall. So that's not time consuming. But just to travel in, right? You're talking 100 acres of land. We got to travel into the 100 acres of land first before we even get there. So we're about a half a mile in and half a mile out, give or take, right? So a mile altogether traveling, so 1.5 kilometers in and out. Sometimes a little more depending on twists and turns and stuff. We got to take weather into a factor. Sometimes it's winter, sometimes it's summer, spring, fall, whatever. The ground is wet, the ground is hard, the ground is slippery. It's different all the time. Sometimes we get stuck, and that takes more time. Before the load we got on the trailer now, we had to go into another section and cut down trees to get into there. That took us an hour. But it was 4 hours nevertheless to go in with the old case tractor, 1981 diesel 4x4 tractor that we take our time with, and the trailer holds the trailer that Winston made. It's a dump trailer. It holds a cord of wood, bucked cord of wood, and we stack that in as much as we can. And by the time we're done splitting it, we got a 4x4x8 stack of wood sitting there, right? We got a full cord of wood compared to you guys doing it in 20 minutes. That's why you'll hear people say, hey, I'm gonna go cut wood. I'm gonna go cut wood and I'm gonna sell firewood. Well, buddy, you ain't gonna make much money. I can tell you that right now, because unless it's right in your backyard, which eventually you're going to cut down them trees and it's going to get further and further away anyway, you're still not going to make any money. Because we got to go in with this machinery, with this tractor and trailer, and get that wood out. That's time, right? That's 2 guys, right? That's time. That's hours. So, depending on what you want to pay yourself an hour, you got to add that to the price you're getting for the wood. For us to make any money, we'd have to sell our wood for $500 a cord because we're not going to go up and kill ourselves to make a couple $100. We're not going to do that. But so that's why guys buy their logs. That's why guys have it there. There's no questioning it. You'd be foolish to question it. Why you wouldn't bring in your logs compared to going to get it. You know, for what we do, it's perfect. Personal use only. 25 cord a year. So for us to compete against somebody with a processor and logs laying there, and or even a staged system, there's no way. 20 minutes, 15 minutes, far cry. You guys can produce 7 times more actually. But just saying, if you guys were doing 1 cord in an hour with you know, breaks and little mishaps and stuff, you guys could do 7 times of what we could do. Go and get it 7 times. That's pretty much, that statement pretty much tells you that you're not going to make any money doing it our way, and that the only way to do it is the way that Jeff is doing it, and the way Dan is doing it, and the way Heath and Rachel are doing it, and other people with processors like Ohio Joe and all that. That's why they have that equipment, because it's 7 to 1. It could be 10 to 1, right? It could be 10 to 1. So let me run out now, and me and Winston will split that up on a time lapse, and we'll go from there. All right, we're here now, so all we're going to do is put you on a time lapse, and there's a little hammer half ready to go, and there's our cord of wood. And we're going to stack it right here. So I'll put you on time lapse. We're going to set the timer and see how long it takes us to split and stack that sucker. Anything you want to say to the camera? Okay, so we're 4 hours up in the woods getting the load. We're 20 minutes to a half hour ride in, slow ride in, you know. Right. That's 100 acres, so we're at least a half mile in.
Yeah.
And we're at an hour and a half splitting this.
Yeah.
So give or take, we're 6 hours.
Split and stack.
Split and stack. Cut, bucked up, hauled out, split, stacked. 6 hours.
Yeah.
6 hours. Jeff, that's for you, buddy. For Winston and I, an open air adventure, we catch us on the next one. Jeff wants to know how long it will take us.